Hello friends, today I will going on to conduct the session on the objectives as shown being a prerequisites of electronic circuits, and that is nothing but a register. So the objectives are like what is the register types, resistance identification, material use or handling capacity, then series and parallel equivalents of resistors and various applications of resistor. So first of all, what is meant by resistor? So I think you might be well familiar and can answer if I ask what is resistor, how you can define it. Then you can easily say it is a component which is used to limit the current, right? But here I added the word if needed. The reason behind that is it depends on which component you have connected and what is the type of source. Type of source means how much is its capacity to deliver the maximum current or short circuit current. Here the DC source is shown as a 5 volt, but it is not mentioned how much is its maximum current rating. So depending on that, there may be a need of resistor, or without resistor also we can handle that device. Here the first diagram, accordingly I shown the LED is directly connected to the DC source without any resistor. Still it can conduct without any failure or without any damage with that LED, light emitting diode. Okay, because if we consider a voltage source of low current rating, then that LED can handle the maximum current provided by this voltage source, so there is no need of resistor. Again, in the second diagram I shown a DC source of the same amplitude, but here the resistor is preferred because here it is considered as that voltage source, it is somewhat strong in terms of its current rating. In third diagram I shown that resistor after LED connected over here. It is also correct. Only the purpose of that resistor is what? To limit the current which is flowing through that path to avoid the damage of that electronic component. Now here I given one example. For example, for CFL, fan, etc., there is no need of resistor connected in series with the AC mains, because whatever input impedance that appliances offers, accordingly they will go on to consume the current from the main source, that is 230 volt AC source, right? But in case of semiconductor devices, as they offer very low resistance, forward resistance whenever they get turned on, so there may be a need of current limiting, and accordingly that resistor is to be selected. That's why I prefer that word if needed. In detail we can discuss later on. Okay, so the next part is resistor types. So basically you might be familiar with the various types of the resistors as fixed type and variable. Basically these two are the main types of that resistor, and under that fixed one there are various subtypes like CFR, MFR, then wire wound high voltage. Generally that wire wound fixed resistors are used for high wattage applications, right? The next one is variable. Again, you are familiar with potentiometer, rheostat, multi-turn potentiometer, LDR, then thermistors, etc. And again, with this color chart, you may be familiar with it. So according to the color band provided on the resistor, we can determine its resistance, right? So how to determine it, that also we will discuss in next slide. So just see the fixed one, first type of resistor, that is fixed type CFR, that is carbon film resistor, which is manufactured by using a carbon composition. So basically there are 4 color bands. Out of that, the closer, that first 3 closer one are used to determine the resistance of that resistor, and the last color band that is particularly used for the tolerance. So basically again that CFR register, there that tolerance band, it may be of golden color or it may be of silver, or it may be with no color. No color means it is that tolerance is maximum, right? How to determine the resistance of that resistor? Out of that four, first two color bands over here from LHS side, first two color band, note down their number as it is. So for brown and black, number is 10 into 10 raised to that third band is the power of that 10. So 10 raised to 2, that means the resistor is of 1 kilo ohm. Is it? Now, as if suppose that tolerance band is of golden color, then as per the chart or the table provided, it offers 5% tolerance. That means plus minus 50 ohm for this calculated 1 kilo ohm. So this resistor will be available, or we're going to offer the range between 950 ohm to 1.05 kilo ohm. And similarly, if the tolerance band is of silver color, then the tolerance is of plus minus 10%. That means for this resistor, it will have the range plus minus 100 ohm. So the resistor will be in between 900 ohm to 1.1 kilo ohm, right? Then the next type is under the fixed one, that is fixed type of resistor. Next one is MFR, that is metal film resistor, which is a metal composition manufactured by metal composition or mixture of various metals. Now the basic difference you will observe here, in this MFR type there are 5 color bands. Out of that, first 4 are to determine its resistance and last one is for tolerance purpose. Again, as shown over here, you can observe that closer first 4 bands, brown, black, black, and suppose it is brown. Same as that of CFR, just note down the value of first 3 colors, that is brown, black, and black, that is 100 into that 10 raised to the power of that number of that fourth band, that is brown, that is 1. So again it is of 1 kilo. So you will observe the difference between having the same value, that is 1k of that CFR and MFR in that color band, right? Now the major feature of this MFR type of resistor is what? It offers very low resistance. So the last color band, that is shown as a brown, which offers only plus minus 1% of tolerance. So here again for this 1 kilo ohm resistor, you will observe there will be a tolerance of plus minus 10 ohm, correct? So the actual available range for this type of resistor, it will be of 990 ohm to 1.01k. So it is somewhat better than that of CFR type of resistor. Now the next one again, that is fixed type of wire wound. You will observe one basic difference again between the previous whatever we studied. There is no color band, but the actual values of that resistor is written over here. You will observe for this wire wound resistor, it is written as 10W 2R. 10W means it is of 10 watt and 2R means it is of 2 ohm. R stands for ohm. Similarly, for this one, it is of 10 watt and of 10 R, that means 10 watt and 10 ohm. So such type of resistor, that is wire wound resistors, are basically used for high wattage applications. That means it can sustain more power, or more power dissipation can occur across such type of resistor. And here I shown the internal structure. There is a one wire wound, metallic wire wound on the ceramic material, and the resistance offered that by that wire is nothing but the resistance of that resistor, right? Now here you will observe I shown somewhat fixed type of resistor having the same value in terms of their resistance. That is, first one, it is written as again 10 ohm. How it is 10, that also I will explain. See here, this is known as a assembly type of resistor, surface mountable, having very low power dissipation capacity. Here I mention it as a only 125 milliwatt or 1 by 8 of watt. Is it one on the side? So it is very small in size. That also I tried to mention, which is approximately of 2 mm. The numbers are given as it is of only in size of 2 mm. We can't check it out, we can't read it by our naked eyes so many times. So we have to use somewhat magnifying glasses to read the value of these registers, right? So here you will observe it is written as 100. Again, from that number, how to determine its resistance? That is nothing but 10 as it is into 10 raised to third digit. Third digit is 0, that is 10 raised to 0. So it comes as 10 raised to 0 means 1. So it is 10 ohm. Then next type, again it is of CFR. Only the I mentioned here it is of quarter watt, or we can see it is of 250 milliwatt, right now. But again that color band is same, that is brown, black. That means 10 into 10 raised to again 0. Already I told how to determine by using the color band the resistance of that resistor. Then next one, again it is of CFR, having the same color band, that is brown, black. That is nothing but again it is of 10 ohm. But if you compare the size of these three, you will observe this is somewhat large in size as compared to previous two, right now. And that's why here you will observe the power handling capacity is of half watt, or we can see it is of 500 milliwatt. Now the size also gets increased, so it is written as 7.5 mm. Or previous one, which is of same value in terms of resistance, that is 5 mm, the size is only 5 mm. Similarly in fourth one, CFR, having again the same color band, brown, black. That's why the resistance will be same, that is 10 ohm. But you can point out it is of 2 watt. That means power handling capacity is of 2 watt, and that's why its size also gets increased to 15 mm approximately. And the last one, wire wound, again here it is written it is of 10 R. You can check it. Here it is written of as a 10 R. That means it is of 10 ohm, right? But the power handling capacity is largest one as compared to previous, that is 10 watt, and that's why its size again gets increased approximately up to 40 mm. So here what uh, we can conclude, as the size of that device increases, that means its power handling capacity also gets increased, right? The value of resistance is same, but the size gets differ. That means remember, the size of a resistor do not increases by increasing its resistance. Its size increases by increasing its power handling capacity. These things you have to remember over here. Then the next one, that is variable type of resistors. Almost you are familiar with all these. You might have seen all these various kinds of resistors in our lab. It is written as somewhat preset or trimmer or rotary potentiometer, rheostat. Then this one is sliding potentiometer, etc. So we can change the value of resistors, and that's why it is known as a variable resistor. Again, it is available in PCB mountable form as well as for we can say for high power handling capacity. That is nothing but rheostat or somewhat high wattage potentiometers. So these are used for high power applications, and these upper ones are used for PCB purpose. That means it is PCB mountable. As it is PCB mountable, we can say the power handling capacity is also somewhat or it is very less as compared to these two. Then the next one, it is shown as a thermistor. Thermistor means what? According to variation in temperature, the resistance of these devices gets changed. It comes in we can say it is available as positive temperature coefficient thermistor or negative temperature coefficient thermistor. That means NTC or PTC. What is mean by NTC or PTC? Suppose by increasing temperature, if its resistance increases, then it is known as a PTC, positive temperature coefficient, and vice versa. That means by increasing temperature, if the resistance gets decreased, then it is known as NTC, negative temperature coefficient. And the last one I shown, it is of LDR, that is light dependent resistor. That name itself indicates according to the light intensity incident on this device, the resistance between the two terminal gets varied, and that's why it is known as light dependent resistor. Then the next slide is series and parallel equivalents of multiple resistors. Suppose the resistors are connected in series, then its total equivalent resistance is just the addition of all that resistances. So here R total I mentioned is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4, like that. And if they are connected in parallel, then by using this formula R1 into R2 into R3 into R4 divided by the sum of all that 4 will give us the total resistance of that parallel equivalent. Now the applications of resistor. In first circuit you will observe there is again one LED connected in series with potentiometer. By changing the value of resistance of this potentiometer, here we can see the light intensity of this LED will get varied. Is it? Because the light intensity it is dependent on the amount of current flowing through that LED, and that I we can determine simply by using our KVL, that is I equals to VDC divided by the resistance of that potentiometer. Outer two terminals are shorted, that's why this potentiometer is acting simply as a variable resistor. Correct? Only here we have to take is what the current flowing through the LED it should not get exceed beyond its maximum current handling capacity, otherwise this LED will get damaged. Now in second circuit diagram I shown a voltage divider which is formed by fixed resistor, and another one is a variable resistor, that is potentiometer. Again, by changing the value of this potentiometer we can change the net obtained output voltage at this node, this VO. Is it? Simply by using voltage divider, which is nothing but the main source or primary source into the resistance across which we are measuring that voltage divided by total resistance in that path. So here it is written as VDC into, we are taking the voltage across potentiometer, means at this node with respect to ground, that's why VDC into R pot divided by this fixed resistance R1 divided by R pot, that is total resistance of that path. Now in third circuit diagram, what I shown, instead of shortening the outer any two terminals, I kept all that three terminals as open. Outer two terminal, one is connected to VCC, outer another terminal is connected to ground, and that middle terminal I kept it as open. Again, that single potentiometer it is acting as a voltage divider. See, wherever you will want to place or the position of that wiper terminal, that will going on to decide the value of this R1 and R2. Is it? So see here it is written R1 plus R2, it is nothing but the total resistance of that potentiometer. So according to that we can obtain the output voltage again by using voltage divider rule, that is VDC VO equals to VDC into the lower resistance, because we are taking the output voltage across that resistance with respect to ground. We are measuring that VO like this or over here. That's why the multiplier should be R2 divided by total resistance, that is R pot. Now in the next circuit diagram, simple voltage divider is there using a fixed resistors R1 and R2, and by using voltage divider rule we can determine the node voltage or obtain output voltage between the series combination of the two resistors. Now in last one I shown multiple resistors, three resistors are connected in series R1, R2 and R3. I taken the first output voltage between the node formed by R1 and R2 with respect to ground, and second output voltage, that is the node formed between R2 and R3 with respect to ground. So according to voltage divider, the VO1 and VO2 will not be same. Why? Because VO1 we are taking the voltage across the series combination of R2 and R3, while VO2 the output voltage is nothing but across R3 only. That's why the formula is also written over here. It is VDC into the series combination of R2 and R3, that is R2 plus R3 divided by total resistance, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. And over here it is only VDC into R3. See, this is the major difference you can observe in this formula. Remaining is same, is it? And that's why VO1 it will not be equals to VO2. So here by using such type of series combination of multiple resistors, we can obtain the secondary voltage sources by using that voltage divider. So what is the application of resistor? Here we can say the resistor it is used to limit the current, as well as it can be used as a secondary voltage source, right? Now here I taken some examples in terms of how to calculate the resistance as well as how to determine the wattage of that selected resistor. So first example, if VDC is 5 volt, ILED is of 50 milli, then what should be the value of that potentiometer in the previous slide? So simply that R pot, using again KVL, R pot equals to V by I, it comes as 500 ohm. So whenever you will adjust the series resistance of 500 ohm by using that potentiometer, then here we can say the LED current, it will be approximately of 50 milli, by considering the voltage drop across LED as almost zero, but it is there. But for simplicity purpose, I do not consider the voltage drop across that LED. Only how to understood the use of that resistors. So set the potentiometer at 500 ohm. Now that 1 kilo ohm potentiometer, that means we can vary its resistance between 0 to 500 ohm. Our need is of 500, that's why we can select it, that is 1K. Now that 1 kilo ohm potentiometer will be available in we can say different sizes, and according to our previous discussion, that size gets changed according to power handling capacity. That means that 1 kilo ohm potentiometer, it may be available like a trimmer, that means PCB mountable form, or our regular purpose potentiometers, or that even rheostat also. But here we can easily say there is no need of rheostat of 1 kilo ohm. Why? Because whenever we will determine the power handling capacity wattage of that potentiometer, it comes only as 250 milliwatt, that is P equals to VI, and that rheostats are in watts, as they are very huge in size. So no need to go for that rheostat. Only select the potentiometer having its power handling capacity as a quarter watt, so that the size also will get reduced as well as its cost. Now in second example, if VDC is of 5 volt and our requirement of VO is 1.2, I require the output voltage of that node voltage by voltage divider as 1.2. If the selected first fixed resistor is of 1K, what should be the value of potentiometer? Using voltage divider, simply you can determine the value of that potentiometer or the value of that second resistance R2 set by potentiometer as 111.11 ohm only, is it? Similarly, as that of previous one, again you can determine the power handling capacity of that potentiometer in this case, and it comes only as 129.6 milliwatt. Therefore, you can select the potentiometer of 220 ohm as a standard available with quarter watt. Third case, if VDC is of 12 volt and VO requirement is of 3.1, is it? By using a single potentiometer, again, as already I told that VO is 3.1, is it? If the selected pot is of 4.7K, this is consideration, right? That means R1 plus R2 equals to 4.7K. Then what should be the value of that R1 and R2? So here you can simply determine the value of that R2. It should be of 1.214 kilo ohm, and again its power handling capacity, it is only of 30 milliwatt required. Okay, so you can select the potentiometer of 4.7K with quarter watt. It can be used for our requirement, right? So in summary here, in short, I can summarize. You might have understood what is resistor or how to define the resistor, then various types of resistor, then how the resistance of that resistor is to be identified or calculated, then various materials used like carbon film, metal film, etc., and power handling capacity, and according to that power handling capacity, the change in size of that resistor, then the series and parallel equivalent of that resistor, and various applications of resistor as current limiting as well as a secondary voltage source, we can say, correct? So I think you might have understood about the resistor. So thank you very much for